Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
This is a presentation of the 2024 Girls State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. State basketball broadcasts are presented by Union Bank and Trust, Southeast Community College, Platte Valley Equipment, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Wingstop, Sand Hills Global, Roofing Service Company, High Electric, Eustis Body Shop, the Nebraska Army National Guard, Pizza Ranch, Members Owned Credit Union, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Sunbelt Rentals, Acres, Ebb Concrete, Doane University, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, and Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Now, calling all the action from Pinnacle Bank Arena, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
Welcome back in Pinnacle Bank Arena here, Game 2, Day 2, between the St. Mary's Cardinals and the McCool Junction Mustangs. Let's talk first for the St. Mary's Cardinals, coming in with a 22-2 record on the season. They defeated Sumner Eddyville Miller in the district final, 59-42, to punch their consecutive or another trip to state. They've been here the last 2 years as well. Led on offense there by Alyssa Brabeck, a 5'4" senior guard averaging 17.8 points per game. And then their second leading scorer, not far behind her at number 11, 5'9" senior guard Maya Hedstrom, and her 16 points per game as well. She's also averaging 8.5 rebounds per contest. For the McCool Junction Mustangs, they are 20-3 this season, led by head coach Alyssa Van Westen. They defeated Alma 69-62. And guess what? Stutzman, Brianne Stutzman, a 5'3" senior guard, had 10 steals in that game for the McCool Junction Mustangs. Stutzman averaging 10.5 points per game this season for the Mustangs, but she's not their leading scorer. As number 30, the future Hastings College women's basketball player McKenna Yates, a 5'8" senior guard, averages 20.5 points per game. This is a matchup of the 4 seed, the St. Mary's Cardinals, going up against the 5 seed, McCool Junction Mustangs. As always, want to thank Union Bank and Trust for being the exclusive and primary sponsor of high school sports all season long. In the first game, we saw Pender beat Bancroft Rosalie Bad 54-29. Pender will play the winner of this game here. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and tip-off between St. Mary's and McCool Junction when we return on 93.7 The Ticket.
Basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gail Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Sand Hills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
You had to know that when Wingstop set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich, they wouldn't make it in just one flavor. They'd make it in all 12, like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and available at participating Wingstop locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design, take a computer course, learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
We're just about ready for tip-off between St. Mary's and McCool Junction. The Cardinals, they're starting 5 with that 22-2 record led by head coach Tracy Berg. Number 2, a 5'3" junior, Annabelle Barlow. Number 3, a 5'4" senior, Alyssa Brabech. Number 11, a 5'9" senior, Maya Hedstrom. A number 23, a 5'8" sophomore, Gracie Williamson. And then number 25, a 5'9" senior averaging 12 points per game, Larissa Ryman. For the McCool Junction Mustangs, we talked about a couple of their players, primarily Stutzman and Yates. They're out there for head coach Alyssa Van Westen. Also out there for the Mustangs, number 20, Shelby Bant. Number 22, a 5'8" sophomore, Claire Bruger. And number 40, a 5'8" senior, Sarah Weisheit. McCool Junction in their visiting black uniforms with yellow numbers. While this pass deflected goes out of bounds, it stays with McCool Junction, while the St. Mary's Cardinals are in their home whites with red letters but black numbers. So 7:52 to go, first quarter, just underway here at PBA, game 2 of day number 2. Inbound pass again deflected by the same player, number 2, Annabelle Barlow, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by St. Mary's. So sideline inbound as they get it into McKenna Yates. She'll try a three-pointer, and McKenna Yates making her mark as she connects 3-0 McCool Junction. Yates on the year, 20.5 per game. 7:37 to go in the first quarter. Top of the key, it's St. Mary's, and we're going to have a steal for a moment as it goes out of bounds. Last touch by St. Mary's. So give it back to McCool Junction. 7:28 to go in the first quarter. Yates is the inbounder. They get it in to Sarah Weisheit. Back to Yates. Yates with it on the left wing directly in front of us. Guarded by Barlow. Yates spins around looking for help. Finds a teammate in Claire Bruger. Bruger looking around. Finds Weisheit. Weisheit in the lane. Spins. Steps through, layup underneath, hits the side of the backboard on the attempt by Claire Bruger, and back the other way we go with the Cardinals. The Cardinals going back the other way, left side. It's number 23, Gracie Williamson. Layup in the lane is good for number 11, Maya Hedstrom. And with 6:52 to go in the first quarter, it's 3-2 McCool Junction. On the right side, Brianne Stutzman. She'll try her first three. Rims out. Rebound will bounce around and collected by St. Mary's. So 6:39 to play in the first quarter. On the right side, now top of the key. It's Maya Hedstrom. Hedstrom pulls up, mid-range jumper short, but she gets fouled on the mid-range J. And Hedstrom will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul that time goes on number 30, McKenna Yates. That's her first personal foul. 6:31 to play in the first quarter. Maya Hedstrom at the line to shoot 2. First one on the line, or first one on the way is good. 3-3, we're all tied up. Hedstrom fires away, and the second one is also through the net. So there we go, 4-3, St. Mary's leads by 1. McKenna Yates with it across the timeline, right side, Brianne Stutzman. Stutzman back to Yates, directly in front of St. Mary's bench. She fakes left, goes right. Now it's trapped in the corner, finds a teammate, layup short off front iron on the attempt by Shelby Bant of McCool Junction. Back the other way we go with St. Mary's. The Cardinals, here's Hedstrom, Maya Hedstrom, leading scorer, dumps it out. 3-ball on the way, no good, off to the right on the attempt by Alyssa Brabech. Defensive rebound, and now it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Last touch by McCool Junction. So a turnover there for McCool Junction as number 20, Shelby Bant, had the defensive rebound, was stuck kind of in the lane, in the middle of the lane, was threatened with a jump ball, and she chucked it out of bounds trying to get it to McKenna Yates. So St. Mary's with the basketball. Hedstrom gets the land to go, and it's 6-3 after Maya Hedstrom's layup from the left side of the rim. McKenna Yates with it on the right side, looking around. Top of the key now. Here's Weisheit to Yates. Yates down low, pass taken away as she was trying to get it to Shelby Bant. Back the other way we go. Down low, Williamson finds one of her teammates. Or excuse me, I should have said Ryman finds Williamson down low. And it's blocked out of bounds. Last touch by McCool Junction. So it stays with St. Mary's. The Cardinals, baseline inbound here. Hedstrom to inbound. They get it to Barlow. So now Brabech. Brabech in the lane. Layup too strong. Offensive rebound. And the putback is up and good as Stutzman fouls her hard. And going to the line to shoot 2 is Larissa Ryman. So 5:08 to play in the first quarter. 6-3 St. Mary's. First one on the way for Ryman is good. Now second one on the way for Ryman is also good. So it's now 8-3. St. Mary's out in front by 5. 5:02 to play in the first quarter. It's our final D1 game of the day before Class B begins at 1:30 p.m. Here's Stutzman on the left side. Now to Yates, left wing. Yates will dribble the top of the key. She's guarded now by Hedstrom. She takes the screen right, pops the 3 on the way. McKenna Yates unable to hit it. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by McKenna Yates of McCool Junction. We have a quick 30-second timeout. 4:43 to play in the first quarter as Alyssa Van Westen wants to talk things over for McCool Junction. And we'll step aside as well. You're listening to high school basketball on 93.7 The Ticket.
The Coach's Pep Talk. Done well, it creates strong team unity, improves motivation, and attitude. So when Platte Valley Equipment says they're here to help you succeed, you'll have their 100% support to help you handle any task with their John Deere equipment that gets the job done every time. And with low monthly payments, well, that should be some serious motivation to visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of the 2024 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
Nick Sander back with you. 4:43 to play in the first quarter. 8-3 your score. St. Mary's up by 5 over McCool Junction on the left side. Pass to a cutting Ryman. She collects it, trying to put it up through contact. No whistle. Rebound being tipped around, and it's finally corralled by McCool Junction. And number 34, Natalie Clark, the freshman, freshly into the game. Here's Yates, left side Stutzman on the left wing. Good close out there defensively by Brabech. Brabech defending Stutzman, now top of the key. Once again, it is Natalie Clark. Right side to Yates, back to Clark. Clark fakes right, goes left, mid-range jumper, short off front iron, offensive rebound by Stutzman. And Stutzman, the smallest player on the floor, will go to the line to shoot 2 shots after she collects the offensive rebound by boxing out Alyssa Brabech. And she puts up a tough layup, missed the layup, but is fouled and goes to the line to shoot 2. Foul goes on number 23 of St. Mary's, Gracie Williamson, her first. Stutzman's first free throw is good. It's now 8-4 with 4:03 to play in the first quarter. Second one on the way for Stutzman, also good. 8-5. St. Mary's out in front by 3 as Maya Hedstrom bounces it to Piper Ickes. She's into the game for the first time, a 5'6" freshman guard. Rocking number 10 for St. Mary's. Top of the key, it's Ryman, Yes, Larissa Ryman to Hedstrom. Hedstrom on the left side looking for help. Finds Annabelle Barlow on the left wing. Barlow reverses the ball to Ryman. Ryman wanted to go baseline, was cut off there defensively. Now back to Ickes. Piper Ickes looking for help. Finds Hedstrom. Hedstrom with 3:23 on the game clock. Down low in double coverage, and it's taken away by guess who? Natalie Clark with her second steal of the game after just entering less than a minute and a half ago. McKenna Yates crosses over on the right side. Down low, passes bobbled, safe from going out of bounds. Mid-range jumper, Clark, good. And it's 8-7. St. Mary's with a 1-point advantage. 3:06 to go in the first. So Hedstrom with it on the right side. Now Piper Ickes, top of the key to Annabelle Barlow. Barlow guarded by Natalie Clark. Picks up her dribble after bouncing it on the hardwood just once. To Hedstrom. Hedstrom near the logo. Takes the screen right. Guarded by Yates. To Ickes. In the lane, Larissa Ryman working on the left side of the key. No foul. Missed the layup. And the rebound goes to Stutzman. So Stutzman passes it off to Yates. Yates will jog across the timeline. Gets picked up by Hedstrom at the logo. Pass to the elbow. Working on the right side. Trying to draw contact. And just Hedstrom rips it away. It's a 2-on-1 break. Hedstrom and Barlow. Barlow down low. Left-handed layup too strong. Yates collects the miss. Yates in transition. 3-on-2 break. Bounces it off. And it's taken away that time by Brabech. But she gets whistled for a travel. I think her left foot was on the baseline nonetheless. So either way, it's McCool Junction basketball. And if you're McCool Junction and head coach Alyssa Van Westen, a little bit of a missed opportunity there. A 3-on-2 break. We saw it yesterday in a couple of the games. Sometimes in those situations, high school players just a little too unselfish. Just go straight up with the basketball. Don't try to make too many extra passes. As the inbound it to Stutzman. Yates, 3-ball from the left side. Bang for McKenna Yates. And it's 10-8. McCool Junction out in front of St. Mary's. So here's Maya Hedstrom on the left side. Piper Ickes bounces it off her foot, and Natalie Clark takes it away. Clark running the floor to Yates on the right side. Pass fake right down low to a wide open McCool Junction Mustang, and Claire Bruger gets the layup on the doorstep. And with 1:49 left, we have a St. Mary's timeout as McCool Junction leads 12-8. Let's step aside for 30 seconds and be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Back here at PBA, Nick Sainert with you, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Piper Ickes with St. Mary's. The Cardinals trying to stop the run of McCool Junction, and Maya Hedstrom says, I'll take care of that with a layup on the right side, and she is fouled. So Hedstrom will go to the line to shoot one more free throw. Foul goes on Claire Bruger, her first. Maya Hedstrom on the year, 5'9" senior, averaging 16 points a game and 8 rebounds for head coach Tracy Berg. So 1:34 to play in the first quarter. McKenna Yates brings it across the timeline for McCool Junction. The Mustangs on the right side, back to Yates. 3-ball on the way, well short. Natalie Clark gets the rebound. Some outstanding minutes from Natalie Clark, the freshman off the bench, as she's come in, collected 2 steals, and now a big offensive rebound and a putback. Off the missed three-point attempt, we have a jump ball. Possession arrow, keeps it with the Cardinals. It's 14-11 with 1:12 to go in the first quarter. Baseline inbound for St. Mary's. They'll throw it into Brabech. Now left side, Hedstrom. Hedstrom dribbles to the top of the key, into the corner. Pass deflected, taken away, saved from going out of bounds into the hands of McKenna Yates from McCool Junction. She dribbles behind the back, stops at the three-point line. Three-point shot on the way. Good for number 40, Sarah Weisheit. And it's a 17-11 McCool Junction lead. So here are the Cardinals. Down 17-11. They led for a good chunk of this quarter until McCool Junctions went on a run. The three-point attempt by Brabech, no good, but an offensive rebound tracked down by Ryman. Ryman to Hedstrom. The right-handed layup is good, and it's good for Hedstrom, 17-13. So the Mustangs will inbound it here to Stutzman. Pass down low, back out to Yates. Yates pops the tray, and that one's good for McKenna Yates as she's heating up. She hit that one from behind the college three-point line. The future Hastings Bronco is on fire, up 20-13 in the final seconds. 2 seconds on the clock. Ryman spins. They don't know that there's not time left. And at the end of the first quarter, your score, McCool Junction 20 and the St. Mary's Cardinals 13. We'll take a 60-second timeout and return to Pinnacle Bank Arena right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
All right, here we go. Start of the second quarter. 8 minutes on the game clock here. We have a brief stoppage in play, and now we're ready to go. So McCool Junction will start with the basketball here in quarter number 2. Nick Stainert joining you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. McKenna Yates with it across the half-court line. Yates dumps it inside to the free throw line, kicks it out. Now Sarah Weisheit with it. Dribbles to the top of the key. Weisheit on the left side of the lane. Collects her dribble, now finds Yates. Yates back to Weisheit. She just hit a three from the left wing a moment ago, decides to pass it. Cross court on the right side to Brugger. Brugger spins around, finds Stutzman. Stutzman been relatively quiet today besides two free throws, I should say. As here is Sarah Weisheit, finds Yates for another three on the way, rattles out, and the defensive rebound. Nice grab by Larissa Ryman on the defensive glass. So she hands it off to Maya Hedstrom. Hedstrom will slowly bring it across the half-court line on the left side here. It's the Cardinals to Hedstrom. Hedstrom on the right side. Now to Annabelle Barlow. Barlow to Brabech. Brabech at the top of the key. Dribbling to the right side, guarded by Stutzman. Passing to triple coverage into Hedstrom. Puts up a tough shot in the middle of three defenders, and somehow they get the offensive rebound off the miss. So Brabech looking for help as now they find Ryman. Ryman in the lane, dumps it out. Here's Annabelle Barlow to Hedstrom, and she can't hang on to the pass as it goes right into the midst of McKenna Yates. Yates back in transition, hesitates in the lane, kicks it out. Weisheit, three ball, top of the key. Too strong, but Stutzman collects the miss. Yates fires the three, rattles around and out, and Ryman picks up the defensive rebound. 20-13 your score, 6:22 to play in the second quarter. Class D1 quarters. The winner of this one gets Pender tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. That one will be at the Devaney Center. As on the left side, here's Ryman. Ryman spins around, holding that left foot as her pivot. Now back out, it's Hedstrom. Hedstrom on the left wing uses a screen right from Brabech into the corner. It's Ryman, finds a cutting Cardinal player, but she's unable to hold on to the pass. It gets deflected a couple of times off of the hands of Gracie Williamson, but it will stay with St. Mary's. So 20-13 your score. 5:55 to go in the second. Hedstrom, top of the key. Brabech dribbles into the elbow, gets the pass deflected, taken away by McKenna Yates. Yates, it's a 1-on-3 break. She hesitates, now hesitates again, pulls it out, picks up her dribble. It's Weisheit. Lost it for a moment. Stutzman fires the three, and it's short, trying to be saved from going out of bounds. Unable to do so by Natalie Clark, and it will go in the direction of the St. Mary's Cardinals. So 5:37 to play in the second quarter, 20-13 your score. The McCool Junction Mustangs came back from a minor deficit and took the lead. Pass down low. Hedstrom, layup, good from Maya Hedstrom, and it's 20-15. Those are the first points of the second quarter, and they come at the 5:20 mark. So left side here, Natalie Clark, the freshman, fires the three. Well short, but saved from going out of bounds for a moment by Weisheit, and then the whistle is blown. So 20-15, St. Mary's basketball. Fast-paced game here as multiple players, hands on the hips, hands on the knees. Two of them being the star players for either side, McKenna Yates and Maya Hedstrom. Here's Hedstrom, gives it to Piper Ickes. Ickes dribbling, looking around, looking for help, throws it out to the far side, and we're going to have a little bit of a bump, and Natalie Clark gets it to Yates. Layup no good, missed it, and the rebound goes out of bounds to St. Mary's. I think I was surprised that there was no foul there on Natalie Clark because she kind of interrupted the passing lane, but bumped Annabelle Barlow down to the floor. No whistle was blown, though, and they played on. It was almost like Annabelle Barlow was surprised there wasn't a whistle either. So on the right side here, Piper Ickes to the top of the key, Hedstrom. Maya Hedstrom dribbling with the right hand, finds Barlow on the left side. Barlow steps in, gives it to Hedstrom on the left side of the lane, works through a double team, misses the layup, gets her own miss, puts it back up and in with the foul. And Maya Hedstrom putting in work down low as she'll go to the line for one more. So that foul went on number 40, Sarah Weisheit, her first. And Hedstrom unable to connect on the free throw. Here comes McKenna Yates pushing the pace. Little bit of bodies on the floor. Now top of the key, Weisheit to Clark. Clark hesitates in the lane, left-handed layup, way too strong. She was wide open, but the freshman unable to connect. And now here's Hedstrom as she's trying to draw the bump against Natalie Clark. We've seen Keisei Tominaga do that plenty of times in Husker men's basketball games. By the way, Huskers play 5:30 tonight against Ohio State. Pass inside into the hands of Ryman, and she is able to connect. It's 20-19. 3:46 to go in the second quarter. McCool Junction with the basketball and the 1-point advantage. Yates directly in front of us, working on him. Annabelle Barlow, she picks up her dribble, throws the top of the key. Natalie Clark with it, dribbling right side on the perimeter to Brugger, down low. Weisheit in the lane, layup good for Sarah Weisheit. It's 22-19. 3:24 to go in the second quarter. So here's Hedstrom, left side Barlow. Barlow, right side now to Brabech. Pass intercepted by McKenna Yates. Stepped in front of it like a defensive back against a wide receiver. Yates lost the basketball, and we have one official that called a double dribble. The other one said that she bobbled it, but they did blow the whistle, called it a double dribble, and it's 22-19 with 3:06 to go in the second quarter. So 22-19 the score, 3:04 to play in the second quarter. Piper Ickes with it. Right side, here's Brabech. Brabech guarded by Brianne Stutzman. Annabelle Barlow down low. It's Williamson layup, too strong. Good defensive rebound ripped away from her. But we're going to have a St. Mary's foul as it looks like Larissa Ryman is going to be charged with the personal. Checking in for McCool Junction was Shelby Bant. She was the one that skied high for the defensive rebound there and had it ripped away from her for a moment. So the 5 out there currently for the McCool Junction Mustangs as Natalie Clark, McKenna Yates, Brianne Stutzman, Brugger, and as I just mentioned, Shelby Bant. McKenna Yates, air ball is a 3. Defensive rebound goes into the hands of the Cardinals. Pushing the pace, it's Ryman. She dribbles all the way down to the block. Layup, no good, but she is fouled by Shelby Bant. And if you're McCool Junction, you got to think you can't allow the ball handler dribbling it from one end of the floor all the way to the opposite end of the floor and into the paint. And that's what Ryman was able to do there. And so she goes to the line to shoot 2 shots. First one on the way for Larissa is good. 22-20, 2:25 to play in the second quarter. Maya Hedstrom comes back in after a brief breather. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. Brief breather. Second one on the way for Larissa Ryman is good, and it's 22-21. We got ourselves a ball game here, folks, late in the first half. 2:23 to play in the second quarter. Natalie Clark with it across the timeline. The 5 seed McCool Junction Mustangs lead by 1 as Hedstrom steals it for a moment, saves it from going out of bounds to Brabech in the lane. A layup is good, and St. Mary's regains the lead. So Brabich able to connect on the right-handed layup. Natalie Clark with it, gives it to Yates. Yates caught fire there for a moment, hitting consecutive 3s on possessions, but has been silent ever since. Left side, here's Weisheit. Weisheit into the elbow to Shelby Bant. Down low, layup, no good, too strong. Missed everything there by Brugger. You heard the parent behind us use the backboard. 1:40 to play, second quarter. 23-22 the score. On the right side, Brabetz fakes the pass right, gives the top of the key to Ryman. Left side, Maya Hedstrom to Brabetz. 3-pointer on the way, blocked by Shelby Bant, and the rebound goes into the midst of McKenna Yates. Yates pushing the floor across the timeline, getting tracked down by Barlow. Yates to Weisheit. Weisheit fakes the pass. 2-pointer on the way, no good. And Hedstrom collects the miss. Up the floor to Brabetz. Brabetz across the timeline, steps into a 3. Way too strong, missed everything. And with 1:03 to go in the second quarter, it'll be McCool Junction basketball. (23-22). St. Mary's out in front by 1. Less than a minute to go in the first half. Left side, here's Weisheit. Weisheit fakes the handoff to Stutzman, trying to figure out where to go with it. They get it to Yates, somehow through the midst of Barlow. In the layup, no good. Put back, also unable to get it to go was Shelby Bant. Brugger's missed 2 point-blank layups for McCool Junction. Here it's 23-22. Hedstrom, left side, Brabetz. Brabetz on the top of the key. Williamson to Ryman. Ryman at the free throw line gets it knocked away from her. Brugger. Brugger with being tracked down. She doesn't have numbers. Kicks it out. Yates, 3-ball left wing. And she misses it into the hands of Brabetz. 19 seconds on the game clock. 23-22 St. Mary's here in the second quarter. Hedstrom with it across the timeline. Guarded by Brianne Stutzman to Annabelle Barlow. Barlow with 4 on the game clock. Left side, Brabetz gets the shot fake. 3-pointer on the way. No good. And at the end of the first half, St. Mary's leads 23-22 over the McCool Junction Mustangs. Don't go anywhere. Here in just a short amount of time, we'll have our halftime thoughts on the halftime show, brought to you by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Coming up in just a few moments from Pinnacle Bank Arena, your halftime score, St. Mary's 23, McCool Junction 22 here in the D1 Girls Quarterfinals. We'll be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Come see the exciting career opportunities in the world of large ag. Acres, your Nebraska John Deere dealer, is hosting a career fair during our 2024 Ag and Turf Expo. Learn about career opportunities in service, sales, parts, and precision ag, as well as other roles in Acres business support team. Join us at the Sandhills Global Event Center March 6th and 7th or Fauner Park March 21st and 22nd. Go to acres.com/expo24 for details.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
You had to know that when Wingstop set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich, they wouldn't make it in just one flavor. They'd make it in all 12, like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and available at participating Wingstop locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees.
Score big this month at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln and rule the terrain on a Segway Fugelman UT10X. Now is your chance to get into a side-by-side for only $12,000 out the door. That's right, just $12,000. And this bad boy stacks up to all the other name brands. Plus, you get Segway's signature smart commanding system featuring airlock, drive settings, safety alerts, and more. Hurry in now. Elway Power Sports only has 2 left at this blowout price. Swing by their new 27th and I-80 location or shop their inventory at elwaypslincoln.com.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design. Take a computer course. Learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
When it comes to joining the Nebraska Army National Guard, you've heard it all before. College, healthcare, signing bonus. But joining is so much more than that. It's setting yourself up for a new and better chapter of your life. I'm Staff Sergeant Paul White, and because of the Nebraska Army National Guard, I'm in control of my career. And when the workday ends, I get to come home to my family. Write your next chapter by joining the Nebraska Army National Guard. For more information, schedule a meeting with me, Staff Sergeant Paul White at nationalguard.com.
In a world where quality tools make the dream work, let Sunbelt Rentals be your unseen team member. Shine bright with our top-notch equipment dependable for any project size. Witness the difference with tool rental in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's more than just a tool, it's your companion for the perfect job. With Sunbelt Rentals, you're never alone in your project journey. Brighter tasks, better results. Sunbelt Rentals, tools that empower you.
Nick Sander back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Appreciate you guys listening. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Reminder, if you aren't listening to us on the FM dial, or if you are, I guess, you can listen in other ways as well on theticketfm.com, on our social media streams, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, or X, and then Allo Channel 961. You can also listen on the mobile app. And if you don't have that downloaded, especially at this time of the year where we're at the state tournament, make sure you tell the folks that maybe live in smaller towns out of the listener range of 93.7 The Ticket, hey, if you want to hear your team, if they can't make it to Lincoln, if they want to hear their team on the broadcasts or what's going on with their high school team, let them know. Just download 93.7 The Ticket and they'll be good to go. 2.5 minutes or so until we start the third quarter. Your score at the half is St. Mary's 23, McCool Junction 22. Really impressive first half for the three players we talked about in the pregame. Breanne Stutzman, McKenna Yates for McCool Junction, and then Maya Hedstrom for the St. Mary's Cardinals, as St. Mary's was down by 7 points at one point, 17-10, came back, and it's kind of been a game of runs where McCool Junction was down by 6-8 points at one point early in the game. Then they come back, they storm back, they get up by, like I said, just 7 points at 17-10, and then St. Mary's able to come back and they take a 1 point lead with just a couple of minutes left in the second quarter. So it's been a really entertaining game. Earlier in our first game of the day, the Pender Pendragons defeated Bancroft Rosalie by a convincing score of 54-29. And so the winner of this game between St. Mary's and McCool Junction will face off against the number one seed in Class D1, the Pender Pendragons, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. at the Devaney Sports Center. An update from Class C1 over at the Devaney. Currently, Bridgeport is on top of Minden, 24-17 over there. But back here at PBA, on the Next Ag Appraisal and Realty halftime show, St. Mary's leads McCool Junction 23-22. By the way, Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to theirs in Lincoln. If you need any help with farm appraisal, buying or selling farmland, or anything of that sort, give Ethan Sorensen a call today or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Let's take a 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll start the third quarter between St. Mary's and McCool Junction here from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
Welcome back in. 23-22, our score as we begin the third quarter of play here from Pinnacle Bank Arena. St. Mary's up by 1 over McCool Junction. It'll be St. Mary's basketball to start things here in quarter number 3. They'll sideline inbound it directly to our right at the scores table. So the 5 out there for St. Mary's will be their original starting 5. Annabelle Barlow, Alyssa Brabich, Maya Hedstrom, Gracie Williamson, and Larissa Ryman. So here is Hedstrom. Hedstrom, top of the key, dribbling in the lane, right-handed layup, good for Maya Hedstrom. And she picks up right where she left off, as now McCool Junction will inbound it to Brianne Stutzman directly in front of us. Left side here, it's Sarah Weisheit. Weisheit dribbles to the left, throwing it to McKenna Yates, and a little bit of miscommunication as it's a turnover. Pass goes out of bounds and to the St. Mary's Cardinals. St. Mary's, the 4 seed with a 22-2 record this year. McCool Junction, 20-3. This is the first time this year that these two teams have played each other. As this pass deflected, taken away, and now there's going to be a jump ball forced. And a little bit of a collision on the ground as Hedstrom and her teammate Larissa Ryman collided as Ryman fell over the top of her. But it will be McCool Junction basketball. We've seen now McCool Junction coming out with a little bit of extended defensive pressure as McKenna Yates hesitates, looking for help, finds Stutzman. Stutzman fires the 3 from the near corner, and we got a tie ball game, 25-22. 7:02 to play in the third, 25 all between St. Mary's and McCool Junction. Hedstrom, left side Brabich. Brabich dribbles to the top of the key, standing by the logo, hands it off to Williamson. Williamson to the top, looking down low to Hedstrom. She collects it on the left block, working on Yates. Hedstrom puts up a tough shot. Shot block, gets her own miss, and the layup falls for Maya Hedstrom. So here comes Sarah Weisheit. Weisheit at the top of the key. McKenna Yates trying to get to the basketball. Annabelle Barlow playing some real pesky defense on McKenna Yates, but Yates able to get to that ball. Layup no good by Brugger. She struggled today. 6:21 to play in the third quarter. Natalie Clark set to check in for McCool Junction at the next dead ball. As Brabich has it on the right side, now Williamson. Williamson working by Weisheit. Pass down low to Ryman is deflected, taken away by Yates. Yates coming back the other way with it for McCool Junction. We're under 6 minutes to go in the third. To Stutzman. Stutzman loses it for a moment, and it touches the baseline out of bounds to St. Mary's. Natalie Clark checks in. .552 to go in the third quarter. Left side. Here's Annabelle Barlow to Brabich. Brabich into the corner. It's Ryman. Ryman looking around, spins, fakes, looking for help. Tries to get out to the perimeter, does so. Brabich for 3 in the corner. Off to the right, and the rebound corralled by Barlow of St. Mary's. They get another crack at it. Down low. Great job by Ryman sealing off the defender, and she puts the layup in. It's 29-25. St. Mary's. Yates turning up the pressure. She turns on the Jets and now slows it down. Yates on the right wing, looking around, crosses over. Yates in the lane, floater, tough shot. It's no good. And the rebound is corralled by St. Mary's. Here comes Maya Hedstrom. Hedstrom working downhill. Kicks it out. Brabich back to Hedstrom. Hedstrom in the corner, guarded by Natalie Clark. That's a senior on a freshman. Now finds a cutting Williamson. Layup good. Alyssa Van Westen may want to talk things over here. It's 31-25. It's 31-25, 4:45 to go in the third quarter. Out far side, Natalie Clark with it. Bounces inside. Layup stripped out by number 20, Shelby Bant, and it's going to go off of her leg to the St. Mary's Cardinals. So 4:40 to go in the third. 31-25. St. Mary's has started this third quarter on an 8-2 run. On the right side, here's Brobich. Brobich with it. Top of the key now to number 5, Addison Peterson, who's checked in for the first time today. Inside Williamson, kicks it out Brobich. Hedstrom in the lane, stops, floater, no good. Off front iron, nice rebound by Natalie Clark, the freshman, as she'll slowly dribble it up the floor. Getting pursued by Hedstrom. She strips it from her for a moment. Now Clark flies on the floor, and we're going to have a timeout called by Alyssa Van Westen. And so with 4:06 to go in the third quarter, let's take a 30-second breather. It's 31-25, St. Mary's on top of McCool Junction here at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
Nick Sainer back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Austin Norman back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Appreciate all the help of all those guys throughout these first 2 days and for what's to come here. As Weisheit layup in the lane, no good. Rebound offensively by Natalie Clark. Back to Weisheit. Weisheit on the right wing, getting brided by Hedstrom. Now on the left side, this is Natalie Clark with it. On the right wing, Brianne Stutzman uses the screen left. Back to Natalie Clark. Natalie Clark backdoor cut. And we have a time as we may have some blood on Larissa Ryman. No, rather Maya Hedstrom. Hedstrom's the one that fell on the ground just a moment ago. And how about this? This is out of the 6 games we did yesterday, and now this is the 8th game we've seen. There's been 6 games that have had a player have to leave the game because of some blood either on their arm somewhere or on their jersey. Whether it's a bloody nose or, in this case, something on Maya Hedstrom's leg. On the left side, it's Natalie Clark with it on the left wing. St. Mary's leads by 6, 31-25. They get it to Yates. This is go time if you're the McCool Junction Mustangs, with Maya Hedstrom getting tended to by the medical staff over there for St. Mary's. Tough floater, no good. Rebound bounces out. Natalie Clark with another offensive rebound. Pass down low. Deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Annabelle Barlow of St. Mary's. And Maya Hedstrom running back to the scores table with some black covering on that knee. And now they're going to bring Maya Hedstrom back into the game. So here comes McCool Junction. Inside pass to, Stutzman in the lane. Shot blocked. What a shot block by Hedstrom. Hedstrom in the lane to Larissa Ryman. Unable to connect on the layup. And back the other way we go with McKenna Yates. Yates been quiet in the second half. Just 2 points as a whole for the McCool Junction offense. Weisheit to Yates. Yates. Top of the key, guarded by Annabelle Barlow. Now she'll back it out near the logo. Barlow keeping eye contact on that basketball. Now to Natalie Clark on the left side. Left wing, Brianne Stutzman trying to get open. Pass across court is taken away for a moment. Body's on the ground, and it's going to be St. Mary's basketball as Larissa Ryman has it on the left side. Dribbles it off of her left leg, and it goes out of bounds. Right back to the McCool Junction Mustangs. Claire Bruger checks in for McCool. Piper Ickes checks in for the St. Mary's Cardinals as number 3, Alyssa Brobich takes a seat. 2:30 to go, 31-25 here in the third quarter. Natalie Clark gets it to Stutzman. Stutzman steps in, long 2 on the way, It's no good, just a tad strong, but Stutzman gets the rebound. Another opportunity for McCool Junction. Mid-range jumper, Natalie Clark. And she's able to hit it, so it's now 31-27. Left side, Piper Ickes with it. Top of the key, Hedstrom. Back to Ickes, 3-ball, left wing, short. And the rebound bounces out. Last touch by McCool Junction. A great job by Annabelle Barlow as she threw it off the body of Sarah Weisheit. And it goes to St. Mary's. So they'll inbound it to Barlow. Barlow gets it to Hedstrom. Hedstrom in the lane. Layup draws contact. Misses the layup. Putback is good for number 5 for St. Mary's Cardinals, Addison Peterson. As now Yates bounces it off her leg. And now it's going to be St. Mary's basketball. McKenna Yates not agreeing with the call. And it's 33-27 with 1:44 to go in the third quarter. St. Mary's with the lead and the basketball. As Hedstrom brings it across the half-court line, gets picked up by Natalie Clark, draws in the double team, exhausts her dribble, passes left side, Brabich. Brabich on the roll to Ryman. Ryman stops along the baseline, 3-ball, Brabich, top of the key, bounces off front rim, and it's going to be rebounded by Annabelle Barlow. Barlow and the Cardinals have another crack at it as Hedstrom has it on the right wing. Hedstrom will bounce it towards the top of the key, works on Brianne Stutzman, collects herself. Great shot fake there to Hedstrom. Hedstrom once again in the fingernail, now on the right elbow, kicks out to the corner. Brabich, 3-ball, off just a little too strong. Another chance as Barlow will try her luck at a 3. She misses that one. Fight for the rebound, and it's corralled by McCool Junction. McKenna Yates, one-handed pass up the floor to Brianne Stutzman, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the McCool Junction Mustangs. And with 50.9 on the game clock, it's 33-27. St. Mary's with the lead. So 43 seconds and counting. Left side, Barlow. Barlow to Ryman. Ryman on the right side, Brabich. Brabich dribbles to the right wing, now into the elbow to Maya Hedstrom. Hedstrom to Brabich. Brabich dribbles in, backs it to Hedstrom. Back to Brabich. She'll try another 3. That time also out. A good, strong offensive rebound by Ryman. In the lane, Hedstrom takes the layup. No good. May have gotten bumped on the arm. No whistle. McKenna Yates with 16 on the clock. Kicks it up forward. Stutzman, layup falls. And it's 33-29 with 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Hedstrom at the top of the key. Kicks it out. Piper Ickes with it to Hedstrom. 2 on the game clock. Gets lost in the traffic at the elbow. There's the end of the third quarter. Your score, St. Mary's 33, McCool Junction 29. We start the final 8 minutes of play in just 60 seconds right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Come see the exciting career opportunities in the world of large ag. Acres, your Nebraska John Deere dealer, is hosting a career fair during our 2024 Ag and Turf Expo. Learn about career opportunities in service, sales, parts, and precision ag, as well as other roles in Acres business support team. Join us at the Sandhills Global Event Center March 6th and 7th or Fauner Park March 21st and 22nd. Go to acres.com/expo24 for details.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
Welcome back in. Put 8 minutes on the game clock. St. Mary's has the basketball to start the final period of play. 33-29. St. Mary's leads by 4 over McCool Junction. Pass taken away as Number 20, Shelby Bant gets the takeaway out to the perimeter. Yates, 3-ball, left side, short. Offensive rebound, guess who? Natalie Clark, but she throws it away as Weishite can't hold on to it. So 7:34 to play in the fourth quarter, 33-29 the score. Maya Hedstrom with it for St. Mary's. McKenna Yates falls down. Hedstrom layup too strong. Rebound Karams out to the perimeter where it's corralled by the Cardinals. 3-ball Hedstrom, no good, too strong. Rebound once again, Grace Williamson to Annabelle Barlow. Barlow hands it off to Maya Hedstrom. Hedstrom crosses over, left side Brobich. Brobich dribbles top of the key. Pass to Williamson on the right side. She gets picked up by Stutzman. Now reversing the ball to the left wing. It's Hedstrom once again. Hedstrom looking to see where she wants to go with it. Dribbles to the right elbow. Back to the near corner to Annabella Barlow. Barlow to Hedstrom. 6:50 on the game clock. Once again, no shot clock in Class D1 here in this one. So as Williamson has it at the top of the key, down low, Hedstrom. Hedstrom working on Natalie Clark, the freshman, unable to convert it, and Natalie Clark gets the rebound. Last touch by Brianne Stutzman, and it will go to St. Mary's. So baseline inbound here for the St. Mary's Cardinals. As looking around where to go with it, they get it into Hedstrom. Hedstrom gets knocked down. Now to Barlow down low. Williamson gets it blocked, but she is fouled by Sarah Weishite. And so Larissa Ryman will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. 33-29 the score, 6:31 to play in the fourth. The winner of this one gets the Penn Dragons of Pender, the number 1 seed in Class D1. They'll play that semifinal tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. First free throw for Ryman, no good. So Larissa Ryman spins the basketball, bounces it once, bounces it twice, and fires, and that one's good. 6:31 to play, fourth quarter, 34-29. St. Mary's out in front by 5 over McCool Junction. Natalie Clark with the basketball. She'll allow McKenna Yates to fly right by her. Now Natalie Clark with it on the left side. The freshman in the lane, layup too strong. And here comes St. Mary's. Bringing it across the timeline to Hedstrom. Hedstrom working on McKenna Yates. And now to Ryman. Layup, no good. It is good. How about that? Larissa Ryman's able to convert on the layup and with the foul. So that foul goes on Brianne Stutzman. And going to the line to shoot 1 shot is Larissa Ryman, making a return trip. 6:03 to go in the fourth quarter. St. Mary's leads by 7, 36-29. Free throw on the way. It's good for Larissa Ryman. She completes the 3-point play. So here comes McKenna Yates as Alyssa Van Weston wants to talk things over with St. Mary's leading 37-29. We have exactly 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside and be right back in 30 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Nick Sainer back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. 37-29 your score. St. Mary's has popped out to an 8-point lead. Offense has been hard to come by in this this half rather, for McCool Junction. It was a 23-22 ball game at the half. McCool Junction just scored 7 points rather in this second half, which when you have a player in McKenna Yates who averages 20 and a half and Brianne Stutzman who averages 11, it's not something you're accustomed to. Yates has it on the right side, getting bothered by Annabelle. How about that? Annabelle Barlow. Unbelievable defense as the ball goes off of McKenna Yates' leg, out of bounds, and to St. Mary's. Incredible defensive performance from Annabelle Barlow here in the second half on McKenna Yates. Barlow has it now, top of the key, left side now to Hedstrom. Maya Hedstrom and the fingernail kicks it out. Brabich back to Hedstrom. Hedstrom gets doubled by Yates and Clark. To the right side, it's Annabelle Barlow. Now back to Hedstrom. Hedstrom dribbles to the logo. 5:21 to play in the fourth quarter. Hedstrom in the lane. Bounces it right side, loses it, and Weisheit comes away with the loose ball. Sarah Weisheit will run the floor. McKenna Yates calling for it. They threw it back, and Hedstrom was there. She knew exactly where they were going. Hedstrom's bumped, and it's going to be a foul on McKenna Yates. Foul goes on McKenna Yates. That'll be her second. And so McKenna Yates was yelling for that ball from Sarah Weisheit, and she just turned around and gave it to her, but the only issue was that Maya Hedstrom also heard McKenna Yates calling and yelling for the ball and knew that she was going to give it right back to her. So here we go. First one for Hedstrom was good. It's now a 9-point lead. Make it a 10-point lead. 39-29, 5:05 to play in the fourth quarter. Here's McKenna Yates down the half-court line. She loses the basketball. Now to Natalie Clark. Clark looking for help. Stuck along the half-court line. She's dribbling, guarded by Hedstrom. Yates, watch her she's playing a little bit in a hurry here. As Jay Foreman says, play fast but not in a hurry. Yates to Weisheit. Down low, layup, good by number 24. That was number 20, Shelby Bant. And it's now 39-31, back to an 8-point differential. 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Hedstrom on the right wing, left side, Williamson, back to Hedstrom. Hedstrom over to the right side on the wing to Brabich. Brianne Stutzman ready to check in at the next dead ball for Alyssa Van Westen and McCool Junction. Loose ball, Brabich to Hedstrom, cross court. Annabelle Barlow in the corner, in the lane, layup good, Annabelle Barlow. And so now the Mustangs and McCool Junction down by 10 with less than 4 to play. McKenna Yates in the lane, free throw line jumper, air ball. And it's going to be out of bounds going to St. Mary's. McKenna Yates is going to come out of this game as Brianne Stutzman checks in. .346 to play as Hedstrom passes it along across the timeline to Brabich. Brabich worked on by Brianne Stutzman, bounces it left and left wing to Piper Ickes. Ickes hands it off to Hedstrom directly in front of us. Still has that gauze around her right knee. Left side Barlow. Barlow working, finds Ryman. Larissa Ryman on the left side of the lane, and she hits the layup. It's 43-31, largest lead of the game at 12. Natalie Clark, the freshman, bounces it into the free throw line. Down low, pass deflected, taken away by guess who? Maya Hedstrom. Hedstrom working on, gets past Natalie Clark, now hesitates, slows down, and stops it near the logo. McKenna Yates getting ready to check back into the game for McCool Junction. On the top of the key now in the corner, Barlow. Barlow trying to get it down low to Hedstrom. Hedstrom trying to seal off Natalie Clark. unable to do so. Barlow gets it out, and we have a timeout charged to the St. Mary's Cardinals. 2:47 to play in the fourth quarter. It's 43-31. St. Mary's leads by 12, and we'll return in 30 seconds from Pinnacle Bank Arena.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska or online in your own home. Learn pottery or floral design. Take a computer course. Learn Spanish, how to start writing a book, or Air Fryer 101. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
Welcome back in. Pinnacle Bank Arena. 2:47 to play in the fourth quarter, 43-31. Over at the Devaney, Bridgeport leads Minden in C1 action, 36-29. In this fourth quarter, 0 team fouls on St. Mary's, 3 charged to McCool Junction. Our next game won't be until 1:30 p.m. when Omaha Skutt plays South Sioux City. Out of the timeout, a layup by Brabich is no good, but she is fouled and goes to the line. A nice shot there, a nice play out of the St. Mary's timeout, where they got Brabich on a really nice look, and Brabich is at the line to shoot 2. First one on the way is good. 2:43 to play in the fourth, 44-31. St. Mary's, they extend their lead to 14 now as we have a substitution as Weisheit will check out and Shelby Bant subs in for the McCool Junction Mustangs. McKenna Yates running the show across the timeline. She's been quiet in this second half. Natalie Clark for 3 on the way. It's good for Natalie Clark. It's 45-34. So as Hedstrom has it on the near side, working on McKenna Yates, they lob it over the top to Williamson, to Barlow, down low in the elbow. It's Ryman. Larissa Ryman out to Williamson into the corner. 3 ball. Brabich got it. What an answer by Brabich. And it's back to a 14-point ball game as Yates has it on the right wing now. McKenna Yates going to work, and there's going to be a foul called on number 2, Annabelle Barlow. That's going to be Barlow's first and the first team foul of the fourth quarter. So Addison Peterson checks in for St. Mary's. McKenna Yates, the inbounder. They get it in. Layup, no good. Save from going out of bounds. Put back is good that time around by Claire Bruger. With 1:53 to go in the fourth, they have a steal. Natalie Clark, layup too strong. Put back, Yates, good. And it's a 10-point ball game. And an Alyssa Van Westen timeout for McCool Junction. It's 48-38, and we have a full timeout on the floor. Let's go ahead and take a brief 60-second break and return right after this from Pinnacle Bank Arena.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gail Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted.
paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Nick Sainer back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. 1:45 to play in the fourth quarter. St. Mary's leads 48-38 over the McCool Junction Mustangs as they inbound it to Hedstrom. Hedstrom will bring it across the timeline, getting charged by McKenna Yates, and now Hedstrom is fouled by Yates as they both took a tumble. Foul goes on Yates. That's her third personal. And going to the line to shoot two is Hedstrom. First one, no good, off to the right. (48-38), 1:39 to play in the fourth. Hedstrom's second is good. It's back to an 11-point lead for St. Mary's as Yates has it on the right side. Yates dribbling it up across the timeline, lost the basketball across court. Natalie Clark with it. Clark drives in, layup. Clark too strong. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. Rebound tipped out to Hedstrom, and that is where she'll collect it. Hedstrom, now she gets fouled once again and takes a tumble. And so Hedstrom will go back to the free throw line and shoot two more. First one from Hedstrom is good. It's back to a 50-38, 12-point lead. Piper Ickes into the game. Brabich goes back to cover Brianne Stutzman, who's all the way on the other side of the floor. And the second one for Hedstrom is good. Here comes McKenna Yates with 1:19 to play with McCool Junction down by 13. Yates in the lane, dumps it off, layup, no good. And it's going to be a defensive rebound as Brabich gets bumped and fouled by number 22, Claire Bruger. And that will send Brabich to the line to shoot two shots. So 1:09 to play in the fourth quarter, 51-38 the score. St. Mary's, the Cardinals on top of McCool Junction. First one, off back iron, too strong by Brabich. Once again, if St. Mary's is able to hold on and win this one, they will get the Pender Pendragons tomorrow morning. And the second free throw from Brabich, is through the net. Here comes McKenna Yates across the timeline, guarded by Annabelle Barlow. 1:03 to play, left side, Natalie Clark. She drives in. Natalie Clark looking for help, finds Weishite. Weishite, mid-range jumper, missed it badly. Gets her own rebound, back to Yates. Yates looking for help, finds Weishite. Three ball on the way, no good. And the rebound caroms out to Piper Ickes. And the Cardinals are going to potentially hold on and win this one as Ickes gives it to Hedstrom. 38 is on the game clock. And the St. Mary's Cardinals are going to be victorious with a 52-38 lead currently. They can hold this one and exhaust the entire game clock as they'll give it back to Hedstrom on the logo. 20 seconds now on the game clock, and now McKenna Yates will just foul her as Hedstrom will go back to the free throw line. 17.6 on the game clock, 52-38 the lead for St. Mary's. 5 substitutions ready to come in for the St. Mary's Cardinals. Number 14, Samantha Ashe. Number 12, Lily Bauer. Number 15, Emerson Molnaric. Number 5, Addison Peterson. And number 23, Gracie Williamson will sub in for Maya Hedstrom for once she's done shooting the free throws. 17 and a half to go in the ball game. 53-38 after the first made free throw by Hedstrom. Second one on the way, and different result. It's no good. Rebound to McKenna Yates. Yates across the timeline. Yates with 12 from the left side. They'll throw it out top. Yates trying to get to it again. They're playing incredible defense on her. Yates just cannot find the basketball. And on the right side, Burt shoots the mid-range J. She hits it, and that is the end of the ball game. Your final score, the St. Mary's Cardinals 53 and McCool Junction 40. So St. Mary's, they advance to face off against the Pender Pendragons and their 25-1 record. And so an incredible matchup set to begin tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. at the Devaney Sports Center as the St. Mary's Cardinals defeat McCool Junction 53-40. As always, thanks to Union Bank and Trust for their support of high school sports all season long and for being the primary sponsor of high school basketball on the ticket. Once again, your final score, St. Mary's 53, McCool Junction 40. This is Nick Sandert saying so long for now from PBA. We'll send it back to the studios, and Austin Orman is back there to fill about an hour and 15 minutes or so as we get you ready for Omaha Skutt Catholic and South Sioux City as we turn our attention to the Class B quarterfinals at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Your final score one final time. The St. Mary's Cardinals, the 4 seed, they advance with a 53-40 win over the 5-seeded McCool Junction Mustangs here in our second game of the day on day number 2 from Pinnacle Bank Arena. This has been the Girls State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Coach's Pep Talk. Done well, it creates strong team unity, improves motivation, and attitude. So when Platte Valley Equipment says they're here to help you succeed, you'll have their 100% support to help you handle any task with their John Deere equipment that gets the job done every time. And with low monthly payments, well, that should be some serious motivation to visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of the 2024